G is consideration of city purchase policy. Pardon me?
I was asked to bring this onto the council agenda for a discussion. Currently, we have an internal policy of bidding out anything over $10,000 unless it's an emergency circumstance or it's, of course, attached to, for instance, like FEMA money. Then even as you see in the cases of these gutters, you would bid out even for a couple of $1,000s. But in normal operating business, right now we have a personal scenario set up of more than $10,000 we traditionally bid out. From what we receive from the state, and as far as what those limits are, those numbers are much higher. And there is purely a personally created limitation on us. And one of the things I was asked tonight is to discuss the matter about the possibility of changing that.
Do you have any amount of money?
My recommendation would be not to exceed $50,000. And the reason why I just say the state's actually around $75,000. So there's still even more what we're allowed to do for the size of the city that we are. However, the league really doesn't, I mean, they really don't have a voice on the matter. They talk about what the pros and cons of both options are as far as when you set those type of things.
The bid process. Legal counsel.
Correct. They have legal counsel. But, yeah, I mean, I'd be happy to ask you, Gary, if there's something you're going to ask them.
But I want the policy to be that we still have a choice. We don't just, if we want to bid something out for $5,000, if we got 5 people in town all do it, we can. But if there's, like to deal with a debris pile, if we get somebody come in here and said they do it for $40,000, more than people around, let's just hire and be done with it. I mean, we want to have that in that policy. We have some choice.
Well, and there's a great example that bill will come probably somewhere in the neighborhood of we expect it to be less than $10,000. The only reason why we were bidding it out is because we were required to go through the bid process for FEMA and the state. But traditionally that would not be something we would have gone through the bid process for.
As long as we have that possibility that we can go either way.
Are you ready to make a motion?
To change the policy?
Yes.
To up to no more than $50,000
Right.
with the option of still bidding if council so desires.
Right.
So I'd like to make that.
Would someone like to second it?
That is 50,000.
Yes, no more than 50.
Okay, I'll second that.
Any further discussion or questions? I'll call for a vote. Councilman Hanford?
Yes.
Johnston?
Yes.
Brandy?
Yes.
Frederick?
Yes.
Crowhart?
Yes.
Motion carried.